And welcome back, live from the corner of Main and Gervais. Special guest in our studio today for our midday show. On my far left, look at here. You probably recognize him. He's been around for a while. That's Mr. Potato Head in the studio, folks. But you may not recognize Christy here. This is Christy Barnes with Adventure Children's Museum here in Columbia. And Christy and Mr. Potato Head are here to discuss an upcoming exhibit starting on Saturday and running through the summertime about Mr. Potato Head. Welcome to the program.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
We're glad to have you here, too. And we're proud at ABC Columbia to be part of supporting Mr. Potato Head and his run at Adventure, too.
I know. Who doesn't love Mr. Potato Head, right?
We were talking about Mr. Potato. Let's talk about the event itself and what's coming up. It starts on Saturday. It's a big exhibit for kids because everything Adventure does is kind of interactive. And this is going to be an interactive exhibit, correct?
Exactly. We have two exhibit galleries that are focused just on the adventures of Mr. Potato Head.
Like what? Type of adventures?
With the change of his parts, he can go on an undersea adventure.
You can change your parts, okay?
He can become an astronaut.
Oh, yeah.
He can go on a jungle safari.
Cool.
And there's a digging site where you can find the artifacts associated with King Tato.
King Tato.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Now, Mr. Potato Head, as an iconic brand of a toy, we looked it up. It's been around since 1949, right?
Right.
First developed in 1949.
And the first toy that was ever advertised on television.
How about that? In the early 50s, as a matter of fact, because we were talking about having Mr. Potato Heads as children. Now, this particular potato head right here is not interchangeable. The parts are kind of right where they are.
Right.
But the other potato head, but you say everything is interchangeable in the exhibit, right?
Yes. The Mr. Potato Head exhibit will take you on different adventures, so children will be able to go through the exhibit and do so many different things. There are just unbelievable amounts of expeditions that they can uncover in this exhibit, and there's a lot of education tied to it as well.
Is there a tour guide for the event for the exhibit itself, or are the kids on their own?
Well, we have our educators who will be in the exhibit. We have our floor staff, but we do rely on the parents to walk them through and to go on that educational experience with the children.
And they can ask questions about Mr. Potato Head and the various types. What types of things will we see? You mentioned astronauts, under the sea type things.
Yes, they'll be discovering planet Neptuno. And so there's a space station. They'll learn how to fix that and repair the space station.
Okay.
There will be like a mission control board that the kids will be able to do. In the underwater exhibit portion, they'll be able to explore the reefs. They'll come in contact with a pearl who will give them some words of wisdom. There'll be some clams in there. There's also like some snorkeling. And, you know, as they navigate through the exhibit, there's just so many different things that the kids can do. I think they're really going to have a good time.
Now, I mentioned the exhibit opens up at Adventure on Saturday. It's going to run all through the summer. Give us the hours of the exhibit and the museum.
Well, we're open 7 days a week, so from 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday, and then noon to 5 on Sundays.
And it starts on Saturday through September 20th, I believe. You can come by and check out all summer long and watch for updates. You can go to our website, abccolumbia.com. We will have a link to the Mr. Potato Head website at Adventure. You can find out more information about the event itself and find out about when you can go down there. You have tours set up, special tourist people coming in, or just show up?
You can just show up. And the great thing about this exhibit, there's no additional cost associated with it. So it's free with the paid admission to the museum. So that's great.
Great summertime treat.
And also, as you pop in, you may see Mr. Potato Head moving around the museum. So.
Okay, well, watch for that. Christy, thank you so much. Christy Barnes. Mr. Potato Head.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate that.
My
Yeah, my friend. Done a wonderful job, too. Check out Mr. Potato Head exhibit starting Saturday at Adventure Children's Museum, located on Gervais Street here in Columbia. Stay tuned. Coming up, more from our program.